Emma Hutton is a hardworking actress. Directors and people in the entertainment industry adored her for being passionate about acting. One time, her agent, Zane, approached her. Zane wants the actress to take a break while her schedule is not hectic. He was worried about her overworking. Emma refused. She heard about the incoming big-time movie project. The renowned Clyde Romano will direct it, and she wants to audition. Zane finds her idea crazy. The genre is fantasy and action, very different from her comfort zone and personality. But Emma insisted. She wanted to try new roles. Zane couldn't say no. He promised to do everything he could to help her. Apart from being a hardworking actress, Emma is also known for her kindness. She loves to play Cupid and set up blind dates. She even made a match. A props man and a camera assistant found each other because of her. Emma feels satisfied when she serves as a bridge between lovers. Despite that, she never saw a lover. She had no experience with true love. After the last movie she taped, Emma had more free time. She usually spends it with her friends, Eleanor, Lisa, and Gray. Emma pitied Eleanor that she was fired at work by her stepbrother. All of them suggested that she should file a lawsuit for wrongful termination. Gary, the lawyer in the circle, is willing to help. They wondered how Emma was doing in her acting career. Emma shared about a unique movie she plans to join. However, the project is more on fantasy and action. Emma only did romance genre since then. She jokingly said to set up single people on a date while waiting for the role. Her first victim would be her agent, Zane, who looks desperate to find a lover. Emma went to her home in the suburb. A new neighbor moved in. She is Hope, a dentist who got hired in a local clinic. She was unloading her things out from the truck. She was all alone, so Emma helped her. She welcomed the lady in the neighborhood. She also assured her she chose the right neighborhood to stay in. Hope was grateful for Emma's help. At first, she didn't notice that she was an actress. She freaked out when she realized she was Emma Hutton. She never expected her to be too kind. Hope was fangirling her for a long time. She stuttered out of nervousness. Almost all of her things contain Emma's collectible items. She boasted that she watched all her movies. Emma was flattered. The next day, Emma baked something, but she ran out of milk. She hasn't gone to the grocery store for a while. Emma remembered Hope. She went to her house to ask for milk. Hope was glad to help. She gave her the amount of milk she needed. Emma was grateful. She invited Hope to visit her and have some bread. Zane dropped by her house. He already contacted director Clyde. He preferred actresses who specialized in fantasy and action genres. Emma never loses hope. She pleaded with Zane to convince Clyde. She said it would be a creative move to cast against type. Emma believes that an actress from a different genre can also slay in the movie. She also requested Zane to find a copy of the script. She wants to go through the story. Shortly after, Hope came. She brought an orange juice to share with everyone. Emma introduced her to Zane. While Emma was baking, Hope had a conversation with him. She expressed her admiration for Emma's kindness. Zane can confirm it. Emma can find a good character in anyone she meets. Emma went shopping with Eleanor. She wanted to treat her with a dress, but she refused. Eleanor was bothered being unemployed. She worries that her employer will find out she was fired from work. She asked Emma to help her finalize the CV. Emma said she was not the right person to go through it. Emma's CV at work had different content than hers. Emma brought the CV to her best friend, Gray. He is a lawyer, and she trusts him when it comes to legal papers. She said that Eleanor had difficulties with what experiences to write to attract employers. Emma feels wrong about her. She wanted to offer her a job in the entertainment industry, but it's not her expertise. Eleanor likes to organize things, and she's a fast learner. Emma asked Gray if their firm was hiring. The man promised to inform her if a vacant position was available. He also promised to go through her CV and revise it. Emma went home and saw Hope. Emma teased the lady to Zane. She planned to set them up for a date. Hope loves her idea. She was excited to ask for more information about Zane. The next day, Gray vents out to Emma about work. He showed her the invitation card for a party. Barry Bell, the son of the company owner, graduated. He is soon to work in the second highest office in the firm. Gray was pissed off because he worked hard for his position. But Barry, who never passed the bar, was hired instantly. He is not deserving, and the party is purely for family ego. Gray changed the topic. He said that his company was hiring, and he recommended Eleanor. The job is temporary, but Emma was delighted to hear it. It will surely make Eleanor happy. Gray asked Emma a favor. He wanted her to be his date at the party. Emma is game for it. Her phone rang. It was Zane. He already got the script for the big studio movie. He requested her to pick it up in his office. Emma thought of bringing Hope. Even though her house is away from the city, she went home to bring Hope to Zane's office. They finally arrived there. Zane was busy working on documents to submit for the upcoming audition. Emma left Hope to grab drinks. She wanted her and Zane to have some time together. They were too awkward at the start, but when Emma returned, they were laughing hard. Hope finds Zane funny. She almost panicked when Emma left. But Zane made her feel at ease. Hope admitted that she was falling for him. Emma was delighted to hear it. She asked Hope to invite Zane to go out. The lady refused because she was embarrassed. Emma offered to set them up. She promised to convince Zane about it. Hope agreed, but she requested that she should come with her. Emma liked her idea. She decided on a double date set up to not pressure Hope. Emma shared with her friends that she set up Hope to Zane. It would be a double date, and she was looking for a partner. Emma is that desperate to match people. Her friends laughed at her. Liz teased Emma that her addiction to playing Cupid became worse. Hope is only new in the neighborhood, but she keeps bothering her. Eleanor received a text message. She was finally accepted to Gray's firm. Emma was happy for her. That night, Emma reads the script. The leading character has everything she wants. She's interested in getting the role, and she told Zane about that. Emma also asked him to make Friday night free. They will go out with Hope. Emma went to Gray's office. She told him about the role she wanted to audition for. Gray motivated her. They were best friends, and he witnessed how Emma slayed the play, Romeo and Juliet, in high school. She was always in character, even at times when an unexpected problem arose. Emma was flattered. She asked a favor if he could be her date on Friday night for Zane and Hope. Gray arrived at the club. Emma, Hope, and Zane were waiting for him. Zane keeps staring at Gray. It was his first time meeting him, even if he was Emma's friend. The ladies went to the comfort room to retouch. Zane grabbed the chance to ask him if he was dating Emma. Gray denied it. He made it clear that they were only best friends. The next day, Gray talked to Eleanor. He has a feeling that Zane likes Emma. He saw his reaction when he sat beside her. He was jealous of him. He also thought that they were dating. Eleanor finds his speculation believable. Emma had no idea about love. Zane could be showing motives, but she might never notice it. Gray thought it would be better to inform her. Emma was accepted for the audition. She picked up Hope for dinner to celebrate her achievement. Hope wished her luck. Emma got curious about her thoughts about the double date last night. She insisted they should go out next time, only the two of them. Hope thanked Emma. If she weren't there, the atmosphere would be awkward. Hope was looking forward to being invited out again. Emma will be going to Zane later. She promised Hope to mention it to him. Emma practiced her script well. The audition will be tomorrow morning, and she wants to give her best. Gray visited her. Emma requested him to help her practice the lines. They took a break. Gray asked her if she noticed something about Zane. He saw that he had kept staring at her from their last date. Emma finds him ridiculous. She clarified that Zane is only her agent and nothing more. He also likes Hope. Gray disagreed. He feels that he's not into her. Gray pointed out that Emma was busy matching couples that she never noticed Zane. Emma didn't believe him, but she was grateful for his concern. Audition time. Emma started her day early. When she arrived at the venue, Zane was already there. He informed the lady that Clyde would call her at any moment. Emma feels nervous, but she will do everything for her dream role. Zane hugged her to wish her luck. Emma recalled what Gray warned her. She moved away from Zane. However, he was too strong. He held her shoulder and looked into her eyes. He confesses his love. Zane apologized that it took him so long to admit it. He was a coward for the past years. When she invited him for a date, he was extremely excited. Only to find out, she only set him up to date Hope. Emma startled. Gray was right all along. Emma apologized to Zane because she never felt the same way for him. In the audition room, Emma was nervous. She stuttered, conversing with the director. She panicked when she forgot her lines. It was too awkward that the director and his assistant looked disappointed. Emma headed to Gray's office. She wants his comfort. The audition was a disaster for her. The director was cold and only said thank you after her acting. She regretted auditioning for a piece that was not her comfort zone. Gray cheered her up. Emma said he was right about Zane. He confessed earlier to her. She wondered why in the 2 years they spent together, she never noticed a hint of his feelings. Emma felt bad about Hope. It would be better to let her know. After Hope's shift, she immediately went to Emma's place. She told her she has something important to say. Emma shared everything. She clarified that she never felt the same for Zane. She waited for Hope to scream or get wild, but she never did. It was fine for her. Hope said she barely knew him. It only stings a little knowing she was rejected. Despite that, she understood everything. She never hated Emma for that. Emma hugged her tight. She won't permit a man to break their friendship. Liz was glad that Hope never hated Emma. She described her as a saint. Emma agreed. She was definitely kind. Emma thought of inviting her when she hang out again. Despite what happened, Emma promised to set her up again with another guy. She won't stop until Hope meets the man she deserves. Liz teased her to stop playing Cupid and find her match. The party at Gray's company finally came. Emma looked stunning in her red dress. She was definitely a head-turner at the event. She told Gray that Zane wouldn't pick up her calls. She wants to know the result of the audition. Emma regretted having no idea of his feelings. She could have explained it in a manner that won't hurt him. Gray suggested visiting him at the office. After all, they need each other because of their work commitments. Gray cheered up Emma. He wants her to enjoy the night. He asked permission to grab drinks for them. Barry Bell, the son of the company owner, approached Emma. He was the one Gray was referring to. Barry expressed his admiration for her beauty. He said she was beautiful, and she caught his attention. Barry wondered what office Emma belonged. Emma introduced herself as an actress. She only became a lawyer in movies. Barry freaked out, learning he was talking to an actress. He dreamed of working in the same industry, but his dad forced him to be a lawyer. He wondered what it felt like to be one. Emma responded that it feels the same as other jobs. There will be happy and tiring days. It will also be stressful. She also has to deal with a handful of fans. Meanwhile, Gray was watching them from afar. He was mad that Barry was flirting with Emma. He was even asking for her number. Emma shared about Barry with Liz. She finds him nice. Liz recalls that Gray was mad at him. It was fine for Emma. She understood Gray for feeling that way. It was true that he only got the position out of the family connection. It didn't matter to Emma. She believes that he is kind, and she wants to get to know him more. He asked for her number last night, and she was waiting for his call. Emma thought it would be better to date than wait for the audition result messed up. She cannot contact Zane. She had no idea if she got the role. The next day, Emma went to Zane's office. He pretended to be busy. Clyde never reached out to him since the audition. He informed the lady that the company had a meeting and there would be a shuffling assignment. An agent named Kathy will handle her. Silence filled the place after. Emma apologized to him. She knew he was mad about what had happened. If she only knew early, she would never mislead him. Zane got irritated. He requested her to disappear. In the office, Gray overheard Barry. He was talking to Emma on the phone. He asked her to go out for dinner. Gray was bothered. He was concerned for Emma. Barry doesn't deserve her. Emma seeks Hope's help in finding a dress to wear. She will meet Barry for dinner. Out of nowhere, Hope asked about Gray. She wondered how Emma became friends with him. Emma and Gray lived in the same neighborhood, and their parents were also close. They were not batchmates, and Gray was older. However, they still meet during family occasions. Emma trusts Gray the most. She always approaches him about acting contracts. Gray would go through it before she signs it. Emma's phone rang. She got accepted for the audition. Emma only needs to undergo a screen test to know if she fits the role. Emma and Barry dated in the bar. Emma shared her unforgettable experience in acting. Barry was amused by everything she went through for her career. She was talented to remain at the peak of success. Barry wants to visit her at work and witness her acting. Emma said she has no work schedule yet. The screen test will be tomorrow. Once she gets approved, she can have the role. Barry asked more questions about acting, but Emma realized that she was the only one sharing. She wants to know his job too. Barry shared that he had never experienced standing in the courtroom yet. She will only be bored if he continues sharing. Barry asked if he could accompany her for the screen test. He doesn't care if it will take time. He's willing to wait outside. Emma felt butterflies in her stomach. She was slowly falling for him. The next day, Barry was more nervous than Emma. He never expected that the waiting room would be nerve-wracking. Emma giggled. She said she got used to it. It feels like a job interview when applying for a role. Barry could not relate. He skipped the interview because his father was his employer. It was Emma's time for the screen test. In the audition room, she thanked the director for giving her a second chance. Emma learned that the higher-ups convinced Clyde to reconsider her. The director informed her that he wanted something new. He doesn't like a confident hero. He wants to see Emma as a vulnerable woman who eventually becomes a hero. Apart from that, Clyde wants to see her version of the character. The higher-ups also like to watch her showcase varieties of the role. Emma finds his idea interesting. She is game to do it. Hope bought a meal for lunch. While she was waiting for the food, she saw Zane. He was also buying a meal. She greeted him. The lady also asked about his work. Zane was irritated. He said that dating her was a mistake. His voice was loud that everyone stared at them. Hope was embarrassed. She walked out. Gray was also in the same diner. He saw how Zane was rude to Hope. He grabbed the order and followed Hope outside. She lost her appetite after what Zane did to her. She compared his personality to Emma. They were definitely the opposite. She wished that he was as kind as Emma. Gray agrees with her. Emma acts like a human in mingling with people. She was natural, and she never realized the positivity she brought to everyone. Gray comforted Hope. He invited her for a get-together with Emma and friends. Hope was shy to do so, but Gray insisted. She said yes, eventually. They hung out in a bakery and decorated cakes. Emma shared about the audition she thought was a disaster. Her conflict with the role made everyone notice her. Emma was confident of her performance in the screen test. She was only waiting for the results. Emma saw that Hope was uncomfortable. She informed her that he had met an actor who was a previous dentist. She can set them up if she wants to. Hope declined. She thought it would be better to focus at work. She'll let her know if her mind changes. Emma's phone rang. It was Barry. He wants to ask her out. Emma's friends wondered why she dated him. She said he was attentive, nice, and had dreams in life. Emma also assumes he is ready to settle down. She said that Barry works hard to earn his position. Gray looked at her. He wondered why Emma was impressed with him when he only got hired because of family connections. Gray was bothered that Emma was falling for Barry. He hated hearing her praising him, so he went to the shelves. Hope followed Gray. She thanked him for inviting her out. She shared about a newly released movie featuring space. Hope asked him if he was interested in watching it with her. Gray loves sci-fi movies, so he said yes. In the office, Eleanor was concerned about the private jet rental expenses of the firm. She talked to Gray that she was planning to raise such an issue at the next meeting. Eleanor noticed that Gray looked bothered. She wondered if it was okay for him that Emma and Barry were dating. Gray replied he would support Emma's happiness. Eleanor was worried that she was dating him. She's not sure if Emma will be in good hands upon discovering the questionable expenses of Barry's family. Gray said it would be up for Emma to decide. Emma, on the other hand, was panicking. She will be late for her date with Barry. Gray stopped by at her house. She wondered where he was heading. Gray replied he would watch the movie with Hope. Gray admired her look. Emma was flattered. Barry invited her to a party, and she couldn't wait to see him. Gray asked permission to leave. Emma stares at him as he walks to Hope's place. She never expected he would like her all along. At the cinema, Gray thanked Hope for inviting him. Hope also appreciated that he came. In the middle of the movie, Hope is staring at Gray. She looked away when he caught him staring. For a little while, Gray was the one looking at Hope. He can tell the movie entertained her. After the show, Gray asked Hope if she was hungry. He invited her for a meal. Meanwhile, Emma was disappointed that Barry had lied to her. The party turns out to be a script reading. She was embarrassed because she was overdressed. The people who attended only wore pajamas. Despite everything, Emma did not complain. As time passed by, she got tired of their boring storyline. Barry has plans to create a movie. He will also have a role. He asked to favor Emma to be the lead actress. Silence filled the atmosphere. Everyone was waiting for her to respond. Barry pleaded with her to say yes. He wants to be an actor, and the movie will definitely stand out with her help. Liz asked Emma if she had accepted Barry's favor. The lady responded that she only left the contact number of her new agent. She told her to take the movie proposal seriously. After the script reading, Emma realized that Barry was only interested in acting, not in her. He's a naturally flirtatious guy, and she misunderstood it. She remembers Gray. He was right about her misinterpreting the actions of people. Liz wondered if she had plans to tell Gray about Barry. Emma hesitated. She doesn't want to distract him with Hope. One night, Emma invited Hope to go out. She refused because Gray would come over for dinner. Emma doesn't know why, but she feels jealous. She wished them well. Emma went into her home feeling empty. She and Barry never worked out, and Hope doesn't spend time with her. Suddenly, her phone rang. She got the role. Eleanor went to Gray's office to pick him up. They will be having dinner to celebrate Emma's success. Gray refused to go. He has plans with Hope. Eleanor was intrigued. She asked if Emma was okay that he was dating Hope. She feels like he and Emma are more than friends. Gray smiled. Emma treats him as a brother. She opens up her heartache and all her failed dates. He doesn't need to ask her permission. She is going out with Barry, and he can also date Hope. Emma meets her girls. She was happy to share that the director was impressed by her performance. He's confident that she fits the role even if her genre is romance. She will help the movie stand out among others. Because of her upcoming project, Emma will be busy with shoots. She also needs to memorize her lines. Eleanor and Liz congratulated her. They asked if she showed her contract to Gray. Emma did not. She doesn't want to distract him with Hope. Liz noticed she looked lonely. She asked her how she felt after learning they were going out. Emma replied that it was fine. The next day, Emma meets the director. She wants to know the emotions that her character must show. The assistant approached her. She never received the contract, and Emma assured her that her lawyer was checking it. Emma's phone rang. It was Hope. She wants to meet her. Hope confessed that she liked Gray. As they kept going out, she fell in love with him even more. However, she cannot confirm if they are in the dating stage. Hope asked Emma about Gray. Emma shared that he has a brother. His father is a retired business owner, while his mom is still practicing medicine. Gray grew up seeing his parents struggling with their professions. He wanted to pursue something different, so he took up law. Hope feels pressured after learning about his parents. Emma cheered her up and said she had nothing to worry about. She's a dentist, and his mom will like her. Emma knew Gray for so long because they were best friends. She recalled the time when he passed the board. He was so happy that he had made his family proud. However, after 1 month of work, he wants to quit. She advised him that if he stopped, he will only carry disappointment. Gray continued, and he loves handling artists' contracts than criminal cases. Because of that, Emma keeps coming back to him when she has new projects. She was his first client. She trusts him so much when it comes to legal papers. Emma thought she shared too much about Gary. She suggested Hope discover Gray on her own. She doesn't want to spoil her. Emma went out of the diner feeling bothered. She was hurt that Hope fell in love with her best friend. She's not comfortable seeing them dating. But as a friend, she has to support them. She meets her friends to ease the pain she feels. Emma admits that she loves Gray. Eleanor supports her, but Liz doubts her feeling. She never fell in love before, and maybe she was only confused. Her work as an actress could probably affect her concept of love. And perhaps she was only jealous that Gray's attention was diverted to Hope. Emma disagreed. She's sure that it was not jealousy but love. The moment she was sharing everything about Gray, she felt a sudden warmth in her heart. It was only then that she wanted them to be more than friends. She regretted taking it so long before realizing it. Now it was too late. He was falling in love with another woman. Emma wonders how Hope would feel. She doesn't want to hurt her for the second time. Liz encourages her to confess. If Hope is her friend, she will understand how she feels. Emma refused. Gray's last date was a long time ago. She knew that he was serious about Hope. She's sweet and intelligent, Gray's type. Emma was teary. She wants Gray to be happy, even if she's not part of his happiness. The next day, Barry bumps into Gray. He asked if Emma had mentioned they would be working together in a movie. He wants to shift his career to the entertainment industry. Gray was hurt. It means that he can spend more time with Emma. Gray was done going through Emma's contract. He dropped by her place to give it. He saw Emma practicing her lines. He remembered that Barry would be working with her in another movie. Emma saw Gray. She got excited about the contract. She looked at Gray, and he seemed happy. Hope maybe inspires him. Even if she was hurting inside, she told him she was happy for him and hope. Gray thanked her and left. In his mind, Emma likes Barry. She looks glowing and inspired. He felt heartbroken. Gray dropped off Hope after their date. Hope had a great time. She asked if they will watch a movie again. Gray smiled and nodded yes. He kissed her cheeks. Before leaving, Gray stared at Emma's house. She already left for shooting. He misses her a lot. The next day, Barry argued with Mr. Bell. He wanted to resign, and his father got mad. Eleanor was not surprised about him leaving the firm. He never had ever since. Gray thought that it would be better if Emma would know about it. Eleanor said it would be useless because they are not dating anymore. Gray was shocked. He wondered why Emma never said a word about it. He thought they were dating. Eleanor replied that she didn't want to distract him with Hope. Gray went to Hope's clinic. He shared how he was stressed at work. He was bombarded with acting contracts from feeling entitled actors. They were rude in talking to him. They were all different from Emma. Hope was jealous. She realized that his relationship with Emma was more than friends. Hope knew that he was in love with Emma. He's only in denial about it. Gray clarified that they are only friends. Hope disagrees. How he takes care of Emma reflects his love for her. She suggested that they should stop going out, but they should remain friends. She wants him to confess to Emma before it's too late. Hope assured him that she was okay with it. She jokingly said that she didn't want to be a second choice. She plans to focus on her job and set aside dating. First day of shooting. Emma started her day early. Hope went to her house and asked if she had already talked to Gray. He has an important thing to say, so they should meet. Emma apologized because she had to leave. She rushed outside. She promised Hope to catch up with her later. Gray saw Eleanor in the cafeteria. He said that Hope would stop seeing him because she feels that he loved Emma. At that moment, Gray admitted that he was falling for her. However, he's afraid to confess. Emma may not feel the same way for him. Eleanor left. She said that he needed to talk to Emma. It would be better if she heard it himself. Gray went to Emma's shooting location. She did it well, and the director applauded her performance. Emma saw Gray. She wondered why he was there. She asked for a break to talk to him. Gray held her hands. He looked her in the eyes and confessed his love. He has been keeping it a secret for a long time. He dreams of being more than friends with her. When he dared to confess, she was dating Barry. If it weren't because of Hope, he wouldn't be motivated to tell her how he felt. Emma was also sorry. She only realized her love for him when he dated Hope. Gray replied that it is not too late for them to be more than friends.